Hi guys, and thank you for joining us. My name is Teressa, and I'm one of many teletherapists here at Sanvello. Today is May 25th, which is also the one-year anniversary of the tragic death of Mr. George Floyd, who died while in police custody after having a former police officer kneel on his neck for 9 minutes and 29 seconds, while Mr. Floyd laid handcuffed face first to the ground. The circumstances of Mr. Floyd's death became an international talking point on police brutality, racial injustice, and systemic oppression. Therefore, we wanted to check in with you on the one-year anniversary. We will be with you during this video for exactly 9 minutes and 29 seconds to pay respect to Mr. Floyd and his family, and to also provide a space for remembrance of all the lives lost to police brutality and racial injustice. The list is too long to name all the souls, unfortunately. However, they and their families are in our hearts and minds. Together, we will also use this time to check in with you, to reflect on the year, the pain, the purpose, and the progress. We will close out this video with a healing, grounding, and breathing exercise, along with a moment of silence. Let's begin. Recently, we have seen and felt the deep wound of racism that has never been healed. We expect there will always be a scar of the past, but never did we imagine the wound would continue to be this deep, this infected and painful after all this time. The recent violence toward people of color has shown us we can no longer afford to not address, to not heal it. Why are we talking about this? What's the point? I'm tired. I'm drained. I'm sure you have thought or said this recently. I know I have. However, after reflection, I was not tired of the conversation. I was drained from the continued trauma of it happening. The it is the racism. Racism leads to trauma, and trauma causes an emotional tax, which is the added stress, pressure, drain, and weight on top of the everyday life stressors that people of color and other marginalized groups are forced to carry. The weight of emotional attacks can manifest into fatigue, depression, apathy, anxiety, and post-traumatic stress disorder, better known as PTSD. However your emotional attack shows up for you, it is time to take the weight off by unpacking and healing. How can we do that? First, name it. Call it out. Speak your truth. What is your experience? Did you internalize it? Were you able to confront it? Deal with the weight of it? If not, let's do that now. I invite you into this space with me. Please get comfortable and close your eyes. I want you to think of a time either you experienced or witnessed racism, hate, cruelty, microaggression, discrimination, or treated different in any negative way. What emotions did you have? Were you angry, sad, fearful, hurt? All those emotions are valid because it is your experience. Did the tragedies of the past year make the pain of this experience resurface? If so, you are not alone. Right now, I want you to take the time and check in with you and rate your stress level of this experience. With 10 being, it was the most stress I've ever experienced in my life, and 1 is, it was stressful, but it didn't really impact me that much. I'm okay. Now that you have your number, how did it make you stronger? How did it make you better? Did it make you more wiser, more loving, more appreciative of kindness and humanity? If so, that is great. You want to balance that experience with the wins along with the pains and the challenges. Okay, we've checked in with ourselves, we've tracked, we've unpacked the pain. Now let's ground to find the purpose. We're going to do a quick grounding exercise, okay? Get comfortable whether you're sitting or whether you're standing. I want you to simply lift your right leg up, put it down to the ground, and really smush. Smush that right leg into the ground. I want you to pick your left leg up, take it down, smush it, and smush it really down into the ground. Now take both legs, and I want you to push, 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 and I want you to push like you're trying to move that floor underneath you, okay? I want you to imagine taking that pain, that experience, putting it under the ground, that you put it under your feet, and you're trying to push it deep into the ground, almost like you're burying it, because that's exactly what you're doing. We're going to bury that pain now that we've plucked it up, we've tracked and unpacked it. Now we're burying it, all right? Now relax. Wiggle your toes. And it feels good to just wiggle your toes. I feel it. All right, now we're going to do a neck roll. And I want you to roll your neck clockwise, okay? And roll it. And now roll your neck counterclockwise. Now I don't want you to take your neck and I want to put it to the right and just hang it there for a second. Really release that tension. Put your neck to the left. Hang it there for a second. Release that tension. And now do a shoulder roll. All right. I want you to feel and take all that emotional tax, all that weight off your shoulders. Just release it. It don't belong to you. You don't want it. You want to let it go. Just release it. All right. Now that you're grounded, you're feeling really good, take a walk with me. Our pain is a driver of change. Our pain can stir up some strong emotions that can make us feel forced to do something. Where is the purpose of your pain taking you? Is it leadership? Is it activism? A new career? Wherever your purpose is taking you, you will need to breathe along the way, especially when the journey gets heavy. Remember, mood can control your breathing. And breathing can control your mood also. I invite you to take control back of your breathing with me right now. We're going to do this breathing exercise, and I want you to get comfortable again, as well as close your eyes again. And before we start, I'm going to give you some instructions with your eyes closed. I'm going to give you some instructions. When we inhale in just a moment, we're going to inhale from our bellies, and we're going to do an inhale for 2 seconds, and then we're going to hold it and tilt our head back. And then we're going to exhale from our bellies. And then we're going to take it out for a full release, okay? On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Inhale from your belly. Hold it for 2 seconds. Tilt your head back and release. Exhale from your belly. I want you to take chin to chest and just hold it there for a minute for a strong release. All right, we're going to do one more. Hold it for 3 seconds this time. Inhale from your belly. 1, 2, 3. Tilt your head back just a little. Exhale from your belly, taking it to chin to chest for a full release. Now lift your head up slowly. I want you to open your eyes. Do you feel that physical manifestation? Do you feel that funny feeling? Do you feel more in control? Do you feel like, whoa, what is that? That's the physical manifestation of the shift of you grounding yourself right now, okay? Now you're in control. Now that you've taken back control, let's affirm you. Close your eyes again. I want to do some guided imagery with you for just a moment, okay? I want you to imagine what equality looks like for you. Picture what it would look like for communities to work together, to have unity. What would appreciation for diversity look like? What would a fair justice system look like? Imagine driving by a police car and waving instead of having a fear that you're going to be targeted. What does that world look like? Why am I having you picture this? You can open your eyes. Our ancestors of all different ethnicities imagined freedom while oppressed. Later civil rights leaders and allies had a dream of equality while living with separate and unequal. Their visions and dreams led to hope and action. I want to empower you to visualize the next milestone being accomplished. I empower you to name it, to see it, to feel it, and pass it down so generations under you can recall your courage to dream and fight for love, respect, and equality. See, that's the process. You name it, you see it, you claim it, then you do it. That's affirm it, all right? Close your eyes for one last time with me. We're going to do some affirmations on the count of 3. You're going to say them after me, all right? And I want you to really own them. Number 1, change will come. Number 2, the world is full of more love than hate. Equality can be achieved. My ancestors were strong, therefore I am strong. Generational trauma will not be passed down from me. I am whole. I am balanced. I am healed. And then I am resilient. I want to take that last one, that resilient, and we're going to say it again on a count of 3, but this time I want you to really own it, okay? I want you to scream it as loud as you can. I want you to add an adult adjective on it if you want to, but really own it. Let's go. On a count of 3. 1, 2, 3. I am freaking resilient. Awesome. Awesome. Open your eyes. Now you're ready to empower change, empower healing, empower you. For the time for change and equality is always right now. So you must remain healthy. That includes mental and physical health, and remain ready. Take 2 quick breaths in, and then a moment of silence. Thank you.